Mr. Maxwell to give his speech. Mr. Maxwell is the convener and the sitting president of Yoruba Professional Foundation. Mr. Maxwell Adele, you are welcome for your
Yoruba Professional Foundation, like I have told you, is a pan-professional Yoruba professional group, all the 7 continents of the world. So we mostly operate virtually. So and you know, this is working time. That's why we are very few here. So it's an organization that is mostly interested in promoting knowledge-based entrepreneurship. That is sciences, technology, engineering, and medicine, STEM, and also smart agriculture, Yoruba cultures and tradition, investment potentials in Yoruba land, and civic education and sports. That's what we stand for. So we believe in Yoruba, that Yoruba land is the hidden wealth of the world, and we believe that with proper, if the potentials in Yoruba nation are well harnessed, Yoruba land will rival Singapore, we will rival Spain, we will rival the Western nation. So we don't want to get there and be another South Sudan. That's why we have started now. We have started by promoting wealth and prosperity by creating the gate of this. This is the beginning. We want to start developing the gate of this world.
The camera on that. So if you want to fix you can turn it. You can go 360 knots to TV.
First one was at Ibadan, Oyo State. It was a 3-in-1. We combined both paid production, smart homes automation, and solar together. And this is the 5th one. Very unique. Cinematography, drone piloting, and mobile application development. So without wasting much of your time, I just want to congratulate all of you. I'm very sure that you are going to display what you have learned this Monday before everyone on the high table, and so that we will know, maybe we should commend ourselves and praise you, or we yab ourselves and condemn you too. So once again, I appreciate you, and I pray that you will never walk alone.
To welcome Professor Kukoyi for his remark. Thank you so much.
New technology into a new methodology, that is this new thing, drone, which is going to become a major item in human civilization and technology. You are learning it, albeit at a very elementary level, but I'm sure you'll go far. Dependent on technology now. And what is technology? Technology is the application of knowledge, of education, made productive. And without the application, whatever you learned is of no use. Don't believe that you are learning this one to make money. No. Knowledge is primary. Knowledge is principal. With knowledge, you'll go far. You will never, as the convener and my president said, you will never walk alone. So clearly, you've started a good thing. But the real aspect of it, which really I hold dear, is that technology is nothing at all unless you are able to produce it yourselves. And I said, it's okay to learn it, but if you have to go out and say you borrow technology, it's of no use at all. So you've got to master it. I'm more interested, to be candid, that is whereby we'll have, say, a group, that is those who are going to initiate the learning process, to learn it, indigenous to us. That applies to every level of our education today in this country. What are we really? We are just poor importers of various methods and things which really don't belong to us. You have to start thinking now, how do we generate our own? Earlier on in an earlier discussion, I was saying it upstairs, maybe to Maxwell, that is China. I'm sure you are all aware of China and where it has reached. Does anybody remember when China became independent? When it gained its, take this idea very seriously. That is, the future belongs to the inventor. And we need to do that one in our own thing. Never mind, it may be elementary, it may be nothing to write home about, but once you're able to do it, you will perfect it. And the more, today, there is so much knowledge which is outside there, which you can really harness and use very well. So please take it seriously, and we don't know what each of you is going to become, but you're already in a special class by yourselves. So don't forget what you have done or what you're doing now, and then let others participate in this your unique experience. Thank you.
Yoruba origin and descent. So I want to say thank you and congratulate you for being part of this wonderful training and for acquiring all this wonderful skill. Let me tell you, for those of you that are learning about drone, those of you that are learning about mobile application development, I want to tell you that as of today, Silicon Valley is the headquarters of technology in the world, with nothing less than 1.4% to the entire American economy. When I say 1.4%, you may think that is small, but if you consider American economy through Silicon Valley. So I want to congratulate you for being part of this wonderful training, and we hope that when you keep on using these skills, you'll be adding to the nation's economy, and you'll be adding to the European nation's economy. Thank you so very much. We're going to take very briefly exhibition, and the first exhibition of the skill we're going to take, it is the exhibition of cinematography and drone piloting.
Right. And I'm the presenter for the Department of Mobile App Development. And I just want to present to you how it's been an insightful 1 week for us, the IT department. An editor called Visual Studio Basics, so code editor. So we are running a language, basically HTML language and CSS, and I can start doing some installation so that you know how we run the language. From there, we are going to show you on the phone how it operates on the phone also. So this is the platform now. This is the code editor, and Italian to us, but it's just a language that the computer understands. So from here now, this is an Ionic that we are going to run. So we say Ionic serve.
Take the next exhibition. Can we take a remark from the CEO of New Horizon Computer Learning Center, Mr. T? Okay, Mr. Tim has left. Okay, let's take a short and a very brief remark from Dr. Wale Banjo, one of our very highly esteemed.
I sincerely appreciate their efforts in doing this. I was a bit shocked when I came in and I saw only this number of trainees for this particular course, which I believe is something that should be of interest to many people out there. And only this number, less than 20, are showing up. It's either they don't know what is being offered them, or that it didn't go round for people to know what is available. I expected a really full house for these two courses. Mobile app development is something that's an IT-based something that everybody should be interested in. And of course, same as the drone control, drone monitoring and control. drones can be used for a lot of things, and the steps for the operations are the same. It's communication based from sender to the receiver, and the message is the same. So if you use it for cinematography, you can also use it for military, you can use it for a lot of things, even for geographical survey of areas. It's an endless opportunity area, which I think people should have been interested in. But nevertheless, for those of you who are here, consider it as a great opportunity that you have had to this. And I think the most important part of it is that we expect that after this series of trainings, particularly these ones, if by God's grace, the Yoruba nation eventually comes into being, we will be relying on people who have been professionally trained, apart from the original background training that they had, either in the university, college of tech, and so on. I'm impressed by this particular guy who says a repairer of computers, mobile phones, and so on. To have seen the value in adding mobile app development to his work shows that he's interested in developing himself, and he sees the potentials and also maybe the economic viability of it as well. And his business is not complete if he's just fixing computers and seeing all the time. He needs also to tax himself intellectually to do much more than that. So I'm impressed by that. Just like every other person, I can't go individually, but you have sacrificed your time, money to come for this training. My appeal is that you should not let the training just be a come and go thing. It's something that should carry you into the future. And we want to see that as you are doing these things, we'll see the reflection of the training in whatever you do in the future. I appreciate once again the Prof, who has also been always around, supportive. I appreciate the leader of Yoruba, Mr. Banja Kitoye, who has been also a strong supporter, and the land of Yoruba as a whole, who wants to see things grow, especially to the extent that when Yoruba nation eventually emerges, we have people who are capable to carry it to the next level. Thank you all. Thank you.
And improve our race, I want to say again, congratulations. And to take us further now, can we now welcome the drone team for their exhibition, the cinematography and the drone piloting team for your exhibition. Thank you so much, very much.
Drone is the in thing right now, especially in Hollywood, also what we call Nigerian Nollywood. If you watch films, you see that the beauty of the drone shot makes the movies more interesting.
About one of the projects that they were assigned to. So, Daddy, please, you welcome one of the students for their presentation.
Talked about some of those things we learned. I'm just going to run us through our Pajawiri cinema standard. It's 1 minute, you know. And what we're trying to say there is prevalent to what is happening in our in and around us right now. So, and we notice that for a whole lot of things that is happening around us, at the end is always the same thing. Now, let me not premeditate the film. Please. Now, that is Okoyawo to be. Tomorrow is his wedding, and he's enjoying with his friends. Got a call from an unknown source. He just heard that his wife has been kidnapped, and he went, "Mox, what's happening to me?" His ring fell down. His friends are wondering what exactly is happening. Kilo Shell is here. His heart is palpitating. Now, he can't walk properly any longer. He's been asked to pay 50 million naira. The way we all know it is happening. He's perplexed. He is disturbed. doesn't know what to do. At the end of the day, he thought of a solution and decided to go with it. So help me God. Now, that is the wife. Look at the bandits. He has paid the ransom. Supposedly, the bandits are happy. They are getting money. Unfortunately for them, something is waiting that they don't know, which is what I expect that normally we should have a deterrent for. Now, look at that. They wanted to carry money, but unfortunately for them, we had other plans for them. The wife was saved, and at the end of the day,
You do not lie, you do not fail. What is hard for you to do? It doesn't exist. It can never ever exist. You do not lie, you do not fail. What is hard for you to do? It doesn't exist. It can never ever exist. According to your knowledge and your will for me, what you say you have done, I just need to align, no. Because you are not a man that changes your mind, oh. Those that know you will trust in you, not in horses and chariots. By the arm of flesh, no man can prevail.
that's our 1 minute film. In a nutshell, cinema and film can be used to correct a lot of ills, and it can be used to encourage us. We see news flash line every time you wake up in the morning. You don't get good news. What you see is 30 children was kidnapped, 50 husband and wife kidnapped, and what have you. And then we find ourselves in an environment where these things are being encouraged. I don't think this should continue like that. Our generation wants to correct the ills with our own narrative. If ransom is being asked, there are ways you can mitigate against it. We have the technology. Film can actually propagate this to millions of people in Yoruba land and outside Yoruba land, because I am inside Yoruba land. So that is the vein and the message our short film has. Thank you very much.
The competence put together in audience. It is not only classy, it exhumes excellence. I'm telling you that the chairman, the acted as if he's a professional. It wasn't mechanical, it was doing it natural. If you have not explored that area, I'm putting it to you to start exploring. So thank you so very much.
All right, sir.
Leave the camera on that. So if you want to fix, you can turn it now. You can go 360 knots to 18. Glide from
I've been wowed. In the last couple of days that I've been there, I've been so wowed. I mean, and I want to commend the organizer and every facilitator that has taken us at one point or the other. You guys have been fantastic. And to just imagine that, how much did we even pay to get this quality of service? Absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, it's free. Quality on all sides. There was no cutting corners in any way, and everybody gave of themselves and of their time. I want to say thank you to that second film that you watched. And I got of Fura. Please, anywhere, Tabawa Ege Kama Fura. Oshe Pataki Didino. We all gathered here and we're having a good time. And we didn't know that somebody has infiltrated us. He walked in here and he saw the person and he was like, what was that his language?
I put it to you. Deny it if you can.
I put it to you that you are in DSS. And within a few seconds, that was fished out. So I want to say thank you, sir. And for everyone, thank you, Mr. Sam, Mr. Misa, I want to thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone.
We are training youth, especially Yoruba youth, about some skills they need to have, and also cinematography. Also, we're also dealing with mobile app, but actually I'm taking cinematography and drone piloting. So far so good. The training has been very, very interesting because there's this enthusiasm from the student, the participant. They want to know. Even we know there is information everywhere, but they want to have hands-on decks, practical about what they need to know about how to fly the drone, how to use the camera, what differentiates you from a normal cameraman to a cinematographer. And also we also use the opportunity to teach them the business of filmmaking and also documentary making. So it has been a wonderful experience.
I am here at YPF to talk about customer relations management and services. You know, at the head of every business is the customer. If you are in business and there is no customer, there is no business. So it's very important that every entrepreneur takes this very serious. The issue of customer relation, we need to be customer centric in order to scale up our business. So I think it's a very nice idea, especially by the YPF, And I want to encourage all the youths to also take into this initiative. It's a very great one.
I came for the 1 week training organized by Yoruba's Professional Foundation. I did mobile development, and it's a cross-platform development training that was organized, and I've achieved a lot from this course. I've gained a lot from this course. Even this 1 week that we've used, it's been an insightful program for me, and I really appreciate what the YPF has done for us. Main message to people is you just have to be a man of yourself. You have to be an entrepreneur to really be who you want to be in life. Entrepreneurship is the key to being happy and being the boss of yourself. So it's really been motivating and encouraging.
I came here for this program all the way from Ibadan. I want to appreciate Youth Professionals Foundation for this great opportunity, for this privilege to acquire skills in cinematography and drone piloting. It has been a great and an awesome experience. It has been a great opportunity that will put food on my table for life. I want to appreciate everyone. And once again, I want to employ youth outside that entrepreneurship is the key to say no to poverty in the country we are. Though the industry might be competitive, but your standard and your skills is going to make way for you. Once again, I want to thank YPF for this great platform.
Wait. Oh, yeah.